some hot pepper jelly.
Nice.
Very tasty.
Okay, so I have your stream up now.
Okay, you want to hear my attempt at a punk song?
Yeah, sure.
It's not even. I wrote like a melody that I thought was like kind of cute.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I want some punk beats. So I looked up what is it called? D beat.
D beat.
The like off kilter punk.
Oh, okay.
Like the thing that makes it feel like you're tripping forwards.
Yeah.
All the time.
Okay.
So maybe you want to mute me on the call so that way you're not hearing my voice twice. I don't know.
Well, once you start playing it, I'll turn up the volume.
Okay. All right.
That's what I'll do. Oh yeah.
So we got a little punk rhythm going with this like this weird spacing on the bass. And then I've got
Hang on. If you're gonna talk while we do it, I do need to mute you. How do I mute you over here? Let's see. I know how to mute me. More options. No. Manage recording, troubleshooting.
I just mute myself.
Oh yeah, mute yourself. That'll do it. And then okay. Oh wait, hang on.
On the stream.
There you go. Now I can hear you.
How much of a delay there is?
There'll be a delay, but it's okay.
Cool.
There'll be a delay, but it's okay.
All right. So we got I got this in here, and then I've got this E drone, which is kind of like smooths everything out.
Yeah.
And then this. So I think this was my bass line.
Okay.
So octave down 1. Okay. I've got this on octave 0, I think. Yeah, that seems good. And then I might want that down an octave, but we'll see how it sounds. Yeah, it's way too loud. All right, so the drums are very loud.
Yeah.
So we're gonna turn that down. Yeah. And my tempo's at 120. That's why it sounds crazy.
This is something that I don't know how to fix. Oh yeah. Wait, I have to unmute myself. Wait, can you hear me? Oh no. Can you hear me?
Wait, can you hear me? Oh no. I've been able to hear you the whole time.
Oh good. Oh, but now there's a delay for me. Wait, I'm gonna mute myself. There we go. This is funny. We're like communicating through the stream.
Oh, and you're hearing yourself.
Yeah.
Wait, the audience won't be able to hear you, but you won't hear yourself a little bit.
No, I think they will. Because my input is going.
If I mute the browser, then you won't be able to hear the music either.
What you should do is you should bring up my stream. Oh, now I can't hear you. Oh, wait.
It's going to echo like it's...
Okay, unmute yourself. Unmute yourself in the thing, in the Google Meet.
There we go.
I'm trying to think. You know what? Yeah, no, wait. How... The only way that I'll be able to hear your audio is if you routed your audio through your OBS. So you need to create a new audio input capture that is specifically, the source would be, I guess, out of these.
Unfortunately, it's Chrome, which is what the call is.
Which
through.
is what the call is through too.
But you know what I can do?
Oh, Safari.
Jump in a Discord call.
Oh.
We'll jump in a Discord call where I just share my screen and I'm not sharing myself.
Oh. Okay.
So, and then you'll hear the music live. So, let me call you, and then.
So complicated. Yeah. Okay.
So my camera's off. I'm muted.
Okay. I'm muting myself too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna share my screen, and I'm gonna share the audio from the screen too. Did I tell it to do it? Share audio. Yeah, there we go.
Now there is a delay. I don't know why.
Oh, because you're hearing.
Yeah.
You're hearing Chrome in Discord also. Dang it! This is why.
Wait.
This is why.
So kill that call.
Yeah.
What if we? What if we just open up Safari? Open up WAMP in Safari. Make a new input audio capture. That's just Safari. Can you do that? Can you do an application?
Yeah, I could do Firefox. I don't have.
Okay, Firefox.
I don't have Safari, but I never use Firefox. Okay, so we're gonna. This is all saved already, so I'm gonna do that. We're gonna close that out. We're gonna go WAMP. Land.
Oh. I don't know what I'm doing here. No, I have to delete that. Okay.
So usually when I do streaming calls, it's all through Discord. So like I'm like set up for that, but I know that you and I have had issues getting Discord calls to work with audio devices. So it's
it's a pain in the tuchus.
Hey, Sir Alikin, Yeoman, and Lori G. Hope you all are doing okay today. All right, I guess I gotta sign in with email. Is that gonna work across a different browser?
Your email? Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
It should. I think you might have to just. No, you'd have to log into your email. I don't know. All right.
Well, we don't need to be logged in to edit the music or to at least listen to
that's
it, right?
true. I think so. I think that's true.
So yeah, I just I won't hit publish on it because I don't have an account set up here. So I made a Clickster room.
I saw that.
It's literally just
a thing to click. Yeah.
Oh, the music's already playing in here.
Let's see now. I can't hear it, but maybe. I don't know why I can't hear it.
Because you're not watching the stream.
Oh yeah, that's why.
But anytime that we watch the stream, we're gonna have a delay.
All right, let's leave the music aside. I do think that we could probably make it work, but I think that it's gonna take. This is what I always. It's like it's gonna take some. It's gonna take some doing, some thinking.
So I guess really just what my question is.
Oh yeah, give me a question. Sure.
Yeah. So I set the. I'm pretty clear on the sequencer.
Yeah.
I've got the stuff here. I hit save. You can see clickster.drums is in here.
Yeah.
But the BPM.
Oh yeah. You know what? I can even just go into your
squeaky duck noise. Sounds a little randy.
Do you know what that is? Do you know what that is? That squeaky duck sound?
What is that?
That squeaky duck sound is. Where am I going to put your face? Hang on a minute. Where can I put your face where it's not in my way? That squeaky duck sound is. That's from Mario Paint. That's a Mario Paint sound.
Oh, it's really breathy on the end.
It's very randy. I mean, it's a
little like it sounds like a duck in heat.
It's actually the scariest part is there's supposed to be a baby, the sound of a baby going or so.
It sounds like a squeaky duck.
Okay, so I'm playing it on my end.
Okay, and it's super fast. So I've been trying to save it at 95.
Yes.
PM.
No, I know this is a known thing. The tempo. I need to do a really hardcore pass on it because it's there's a lot of issues. My whole original idea. I think I told you this with having the key and the mode over here is that the
in the phrase library.
Yeah, in the phrase library is that people would make all these phrases. And then, ideally, wouldn't have to worry about what key something is in. I wanted them to be able to use whatever phrase with whatever other phrases, and for them to match automatically. But I really have to think through how that's going to work. And So the whole thing, and then the other stuff you sent me about like going up and down octaves, like there's a lot that needs to be like seriously rejiggered.
I mean, it's a complicated concept. Like, I was honestly not expecting you to go all out with a digital audio workstation. I was like, whoa, we've got everything in here.
I know.
Even like panning and stuff. So,
yeah.
I wonder if this volume and pan should be like just your preview.
Okay.
And then when you go into the arrangement is when you actually set your volume and pan for your arrangement. So maybe the volume and pan is not even saved as part of the phrase. And that just becomes some little dials or something here.
Oh, interesting.
And then I think on this, like, we should have, if people want to find something in C major or whatever, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then it loads it in to your sequencer.
Yeah.
And then you can be like, I want to shift it into whatever key, and then it moves everything. But I think we should have I think it's good to have the information there in case people like maybe there's a filter at some point.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
Find these
something
we'll
is
what you have
and what key. Yes, exactly. And then I think maybe what the move is the person doing it. If they know what they're doing, then they pull something in and they say, match to this key or something. But I also think that like it's very confusing to me because I know sort of generally what I want it to do, but then I don't entirely understand what the LLM is like making it do. So the like distance between, there's like there's a vast distance between like what's in my head and what's actually being done. So
I would think,
and the tempo and the swing are not getting saved somehow to the pieces themselves, and so that also is quite confusing. Yeah, like look, like this says, if you look on my stream, like this has C major and 95 BPM, and I just put it in there, but the tempo didn't change. So if I bring something in that says that's tempo 95, the tempo should automatically change to whatever the tempo was. So there's a lot of little things like that.
I think if the phrases, the phrases need all that metadata.
Yeah.
To be like, this is who I am.
Yeah.
This is my identity as a phrase.
Yes. And it needs to affect the sequencer and arranger, with its identity as it's going in. And I think actually pan and volume may actually should be embedded in that identity, but I also see what you're saying, like maybe we save that for later. I find that like the issue with that is that I find that when I'm in the sequencer, like certain things overpower other things at different times, and it's hard to know like what's gonna be overpowering when,
I think it should still be there.
Oh, I see what you're saying, and then
for the editing process.
But it doesn't actually save. I see.
Yeah, you also need it in the arrangement for when you're mastering your song or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Mixing. You're mixing it. That's what's
mixing.
Yeah.
There we go. That's the word I was looking for.
I did go in and lower the sound effects volume so that now, because before it was like the sound effects were completely dominating the music. And so now the sound effects they sit much better over the music. Still have the problem of like the sound effects are in a specific key. I think I made them mostly in like E flat or something, and so if you're not doing like B flat or E flat or C minor or G minor or any of these keys that are like happy in E flat, then there's going to be like some real friction between the music and the sound effects. So that's a whole other issue. I'd say the other thing to your point from yesterday, like there's a function of this where there should probably be like a dead simple mode where it's more like that app you sent me, where you don't have to do any of this and it kind of just gives you a very, very, very simple palette to work with. And for just like total beginners. And I think that's fine. And maybe they don't even deal with phrase library or sequencer at all. It's just like literally like, yeah, some other interface like similar to what you were showing me, and that happens, and that's cool. I think that's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I think Figure is such a it's very simple and intuitive to use.
Yeah.
But conceptually making something that's very complicated. So I mean, I think it's a beautiful and wonderful app. I'm not necessarily expecting us to have something quite like that. I think even if there were some maybe composed in this, but we can pull out some songs that seem really good.
Yeah.
Ones that you make.
Yeah. No, exactly.
And be like, these are some of the like our favorites.
Here's what you have to choose from.
Those.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's my entire idea behind the phrase library too, because then other people can combine them in interesting ways and create new tracks that other people can use and all that kind of stuff. Like, okay, so that'll get up and running.
I love it though. I'm like I had so much fun.
Oh, good.
Putting together the thing that I haven't really been able to play successfully.
Yeah. I also
like I got my little like bass line going, and I'm like, yes, I made a song.
Yeah, totally.
I'm having fun with it.
So I also liked that the way that I ended up having it be is like the tiles, like the sequencer, the tiles are like on the tiles of the level. I was
wondering if there's going to be anything else to that. I mean, I think it
there definitely could be. I mean, there could be a total way in which the room could affect the music somehow or something. I don't know. That's probably too far, but certainly you could do a thing where the music, you could make a level that matches the music, right? You could make a level where like the notes on the thing match the little platforms and stuff, which would be just fun, just a fun little thing.
Yeah, if the maybe we need another object.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like a key. So you can do buttons, and as the player runs along them, they play a little melody or something like with a.
There's definitely
piano.
Yeah, people do that in Mario Maker. I forget the method. I think
Minecraft too. I think there's like sound boxes. Right?
Totally.
Yeah.
They're very fun.
So people could make a level, whereas you run back and forth across the thing, you're just triggering sounds. That could be fun.
Totally. The other thing about the music, one other thing about the music is that I feel like the arrange section, it took me a while to get it to look not, and actually we've talked about this before, not look LLM slop like. And you were saying how like you don't know that you can fully like pick that out of a lineup yet or whatever.
I'm not familiar. Yeah, I haven't looked at enough of these to know.
But like
what
yeah,
it look like that.
Totally. But like its first iteration, and in fact most of the UI in WAMP right now is extremely slop like. In my, I'm trying to see if did I take a screenshot of what it looked like before? Maybe not. What I could do here, let me bring up an old build, maybe because it would be interesting to show you what I mean, and I actually kind of have identified it now. It took me a while, but I think I identified some key bits that make something have that kind of slop vibe. No, that's too recent. Let's see. Let's go back to like a really previous music thing. Yeah, this might be it. So if you want to, do you have my stream up still?
Yeah,
if you wanna,
I just pulled it up.
Okay, cool. So, oh wait, oh shoot, that's too old because that's before I did the sequencer phrase library branch preview. Edit room, edit music. Interesting. Okay, so this is cool because that one is like a that one is 0D and that one is like, I could show you the progression actually, which is kind of cool. I can show you like, oh, we went from this to this to this, and this is how we arrived at like not slop. And I'm not saying, okay, here we go.
I'm not seeing any changes on your screen. I'm not sure.
I know. I was on a different screen. So here you go.
Okay.
So this is pure LLM slop. This is it. So what you're looking at. Rounded corners,
with
gradients and opacity.
Okay.
Those are the three elements that I've identified as being like absolute pure slop.
It's funny because they're not bad looking elements, but I think it's triggering for you.
Yes, exactly. In and of themselves, I guess, it's fine, right? It's like whatever. But if you start looking for this, when you just see people sharing, they're like, oh, I vibe coded this thing, it all looks like this. It's like, it's exactly this vibe. And it just, I don't know. Yeah, it just like, it hurts my sensibilities, let's say.
Okay.
And so then we went from that to this, and it got rid of the gradients basically. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, yeah, that's still not doing it. And then we ended up, here with, and I was like, okay, no rounded corners. And if you look at like what happens here, like, especially in the original one, like, you add it and that's what it looks like. It's like the filled doesn't even look that different from the empty, And so I was like, okay, no rounded corners. And I'm not a designer, but I'm just like, okay, like we should make it look like an old school drum machine. No rounded corners, and then when something is filled, we want it to be completely filled. No gradients, no opacity.
Right.
So I like the way this looks now. I'm like, this is great. I'm really into the design of this. It's not perfect. It's not like, a designer would look at this and be like, there's 1,000 things wrong with it. But like, just it's not slop anymore. At least it has a point of view.
I like the drum machine look to it. Like,
yes,
looking like all the squares.
Exactly.
Sequencer.
Exactly. Yeah, it's fun. And so what I would say with the site in general now, is that the site itself. Oh, why am I showing this screenshot of? That's weird. Okay, the site itself now still has a lot of that sloppy slop kind of thing. I would say, like, for instance, in the unclaimed rooms, that kind of opacity as design language, or a lot of like, I would say like, in our editor, these kinds of things, like it doesn't feel lovingly crafted to me. It feels, like I can tell that it's an AI's, kind of output. So,
sure.
I am wondering if you have any like initial thoughts of like what could be done. I did one pass where I had it kind of just like, I gave it some rules basically based on like no rounded corners and use the font. We have the font. Use the font.
That's the early Game Boy.
The early Game Boy font. And it did not do a good job. I don't know if I actually pushed it, so if I could find it, but it did quite a terrible job. So, this isn't it, is it? Let me see.
I wonder if, a lot of this is, feels like Mario Paint and Mario Maker.
Yeah.
We could do buttons in like a pixel art style.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, Mario Maker obviously is not in pixel art now. I mean, if we, the current version of Mario Maker, it's very 3D rounded.
Yeah. Although it depends on It depends on which game you're working in. I think because if you're working in like
does it
yeah because
more retro.
Yeah definitely like when exactly yeah. Okay. But even then they're big bold icons.
Somebody doing
there's Mario Paint
Goya. Saturn devouring his children.
Oh, that's funny.
I can't wait for some fine art pixel artists to start.
I know. I really want them to come. But yeah, I think that's probably right. And I mean, I think like just like we probably need like a different font, and we need like a real, for the drum machine, the colors that I chose, that I was like, I'm so bad at thinking about color palettes, but I was just like, I had it use these colors from Super Mario 3. I was like, okay, just rip these colors here from Super Mario 3. And I like the colors. Yeah, the colors are great, right? And so I think like something like that, using those colors throughout the UI, just giving it lacks, there's so much personality in the overworld, right? But the editing and the HUD, and then especially now, if you click on your name now, it should be live. Accidentally, I did not mean to set this live. You can see progress, which is not supposed to be there, but it's there. So we'll just deal with it. Okay. It's kind of a mess. I think it did some things right. It did some things wrong. For instance, I think it thought.
I'm getting excited seeing.
Oh, good.
Seeing the things that the BXB, PXB, CXB.
I think that
if we want to keep those names or not, but I like them.
It's a start, and I think that it. Was the idea that oh yeah. Here's like your builder ones, and here's your curator ones, and here, it's all there. This needs, of all the things, the progress needs to scream personality, right? It needs to really let you know where you are, and it needs to just be bright and colorful and interesting to look at, and you know what I mean? Like it. So that's just something that's going through my head in terms of like, an overall overarching thing to be thinking about. I'll probably be taking like a couple other stabs at it, just like as I can think of things. But yeah, I mean, if you wanna do some of those icons, I think that would be cool. Like, I think also probably I could find a lot of those icons on itch. I haven't really looked that much, but I think there are huge sets of icons and things that exist there.
There's a ton on itch, and there's a ton on what the font.
Oh, what the font?
Font awesome. Sorry, what the font is a way to figure out. You see
oh, right,
you figure out what it is, but font awesome is like a huge icon library.
Okay.
Some of it's free, some of it's premium.
Okay.
Like they have different versions, like
cool,
outlines and filled in and
okay
variations.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see it. Okay, cool. Oh, great. So yeah,
sometimes you can integrate it into code, so you're not even installing
perfect.
font. It's loading stuff. It's loading in the vector.
Oh, nice.
The vectors dynamically and stuff.
Yeah, so that's great. Like I think that probably we don't want to reinvent the wheel now, and there's probably other like high value things that you should be working on in terms of like, the other tile sets and all that. So don't worry about the icons. That's great. Like I'll start sort of looking at that and start really trying to craft and figure out like what. But that being said, if you have any ideas, especially for the progression, like some of the progression that I'm thinking about is like, I like having the progression where it is. I think that's cool. Do we need something on the overworld that kind of like shows you, a bar of like where your XP is and where like your next level up thing is or whatever? Like.
Yeah, I think if going along with like our little menu should probably be on that.
Oh yeah.
Where it shows you like logged in, and actually what I would probably do is change the they call it a hamburger menu.
Yeah.
I hate that name.
Yes. Yeah. Right on.
It's a goofy name.
Yeah.
Because it looks like a burger. And I'm like, it's 3 lines.
It's 3 lines. Yeah.
I get the idea, but I just don't like the name.
Totally. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Yeah.
If we have an avatar, so once people start having different avatars, whether they're using a profile picture,
Yeah.
NFT or something that they set, have them as a little icon up here, and we can have a little interface. I guess typically those things are on the left side of the screen, but I think we're already doing stuff on the left side of the screen.
I see.
don't think there's anything wrong with having it there. So a lot of
it could go there. It could go on the HUD. I mean, the HUD is there, and the HUD is open, so it may make sense. What if it is? Oh, what about this? What if we take that idea, but instead of being like showing, room -9, -5 by Kamaswazi, it says by Kamaswazi, and it has your icon, and that's where it has all your little information, like your badges and your things about like who you are and what you've done. I think that that makes a perfect sense as a place to put that stuff.
Yeah, and I think you'll get a bit more personality in the HUD. We don't want to overcrowd it, especially for people on mobile.
Mobile is its own. I haven't even like opened mobile in so long. I made all these changes. It's like, yeah.
I think maybe for mobile, maybe something to consider is keeping the phone like a Game Boy.
Yeah.
Where the buttons are their own thing. On top of the screen, so you have clear visibility as.
Oh yeah.
That's a whole.
There's a lot of things on mobile. Mobile is very laggy. This is sort of why I've not looked at mobile a lot yet, even though I really should. And I did do a little bit of debugging. I did like 1 round of debugging to try to figure out why it was laggy. It's just very, very laggy, and it makes no sense. So there's something going on that's making it laggy that I don't understand, and that none of like the debugging that I did in like 1 round. And right now I've just been making a choice of like, do I like add all these features to the desktop that I want to have, or do I like take a whole couple days and like really figure out, oh no, God damn it, I just noticed something. I've been as you know, I've been trying to like stop these cheaters from cheating.
Oh yeah, the crazy stats where they have a giant number of points but no runs or whatever.
Or they have like a ton of points and they've done like they're clearly cheating. Like they've done a room that takes 15 seconds and they've done it in 2 seconds. Hey, Ferris is here.
He was running around at my level.
Nice. Yesterday I did a round of this and I actually tightened it too much to the point where I was not able to get onto the leaderboard because it like was saying that. Actually, I'll tell you exactly what it was. So tell Ferris, if you can hear us, come to world 1-8. 1 minus
8.
This is the one I just made. 1 minus 8.
Okay. Got some groovy music going on here.
So I'll tell you the issue. The issue is the thing that was in the code was player needs to be like X number of pixels away from the enemy in order for the enemy kill to be likely and to count. And so I was completing this room using the gun, and I was doing it really fast, and I was like, why am I not showing up on the leaderboard? It's like, oh, because I'm way far away from the enemy. I'm shooting it with the gun, and it's saying that that's impossible. So it's not giving me the points. So
Got it.
So I turned that off, right? But then look who's on the leaderboard now. Look who's like the head of the leaderboard. It's one of these
2015 D581637.
Who's like one of these total
3.5 seconds
cheater people. So yeah, there's like a real there's a real like balance here of like how am I gonna keep them? Oh, what does that say?
On Discover.
Oh yeah, Discover. Discover is not set up yet.
Yeah. It's like SQL something didn't load, but when I go back, it's not there. So.
Oh, interesting. But I think it's not. Is it set up? Let's see. I actually didn't even know that. Oh, weird.
There we go. I got it to do it again. D1 error. Too many SQL variables at offset 654.
Nice. All right.
Error. Do you want me to take a screenshot of that? Or?
No, it's okay. It shows up on mine too. Okay. So, man, yeah. There's just so much. So there's a lot to do in the music. For me, at least, there's a lot to do in the music. There's a lot to do in the tuning of like the cheating and stuff and figuring how to keep these. I mean, I can manually now. I have like a very good manual way to like delete this person's points and delete their runs or whatever to make them not count. It's just fine, but I would much rather be able to catch that. Be able to like catch it in the act and stop it from going through. But yeah, the auto mod. But the trick is to not also capture anyone's real runs, which in and of itself would be very, very frustrating. So yeah. Okay, and then so for you, like what's your plan? Are you when you have the time?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna do is dirt next? Are you gonna do some dirt based? Oh, here's your dirt. Okay, I see it.
So we're changing it. We're changing the name to Cave.
Cave, right?
Because then it matches the background list.
Right.
And so I've got Cave here. It's almost done. I just need to finish this crystal texture.
Nice.
So this is gonna be like
magma.
Glittery,
yeah.
Faceted crystals.
Cool.
And then it's gonna have little pokey. I'm trying to use the same layout for each of these.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Let me pull up desert. So in desert we've got the I called them brambles.
Yep, brambles. Yep.
And so they got the little branches going out on each side. So the same thing's gonna be true here. I'm just using this to because I can draw on one and it does all of it, so I can see how it tiles.
Cool.
Oops, that was the wrong modifier key. There we go. So we've got some minecart rails, bunch of different structures for them, so that way you can build up. You can make a level look like Donkey Kong minecart.
Yeah. Super cool.
So all of these have different ways of connecting up. This could either be used as a platform or as a mine shaft roof. And then we've got some transparency, so that way when these lanterns get placed, they'll kind of glow.
Ooh, nice. That's another thing I need to do is make things like that have glow when we do the dark thing. Yeah.
So would you rather that I make this an object then? That's a placeable decoration. That way, because I don't think that the lighting system's going to recognize the tiles, right? It's gonna look for objects that have light emitting.
Oh yeah, interesting.
So I can pull this out
and make
of the
it
tile
a
set and use something else.
yeah. It can't. Are you sure that it can't? You sure it can't like say this indice on this thing also gives off light?
It's I'm sure it's possible, but that would have to be probably specified in the code.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder what would be easier slash. I mean, I guess to a certain extent, it's like having more things is better than having less things. It's like if you wanted to put those in the object and then put something else there. Do you have other ideas of like what could go there?
So I mean, we could have other tiles that are illuminated.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
If there's an array that says
Yeah.
what has collision, what's
Right.
decoration.
Right.
So you would want an array that says, my ad's about to start. I was trying to snooze it, but I was a second too late. So sorry, my people, you're gonna have an ad here, but we're just riffing on ideas. So you would want an array that says these are illuminated.
Yeah,
tiles,
these are
and
illuminated.
then,
Yeah.
Probably in your shadowed overlay, it's just gonna punch a hole in that whenever those tiles exist.
Yeah.
So you would want them for like lanterns. We could do street lights.
Yeah.
We could do other sorts of lights.
Yeah.
Lava tiles.
Oh yeah.
Neon. I do want to do like some city cyberpunk kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
we'll have some neon ones. So you could have that be a system, but obviously it's gonna have to be made.
I wanted to say too, I really think that you could have a career in putting the stuff on itch and selling it. Like I am very familiar now with like what is on itch, you know what I mean? And oh yeah, here's your ad for Garnier Fructus. And you are just as good, if not better, than many of the things that are on there. And, the rate at which it seems like you can do this, like,
I know I should do it.
It's not even a question. Like, you should absolutely be putting some of these things. I mean, the problem with this, and I was thinking about reaching out to the person, the Rocky Roads person, and being like, hey, look, like, Alex is like doing all this work on these. He's expanding them. Like, would you want to like incorporate this into your thing and then, make it like an upgrade or something? And, I don't know. Who knows if they'd even be open to that, but it's like, I feel like it'd be a no-brainer. Especially once they're all done, to be like, hey, look, bum, like.
And honestly, like, you're already, paying me to do this.
Yeah.
I'm expecting. I have no aspirations to sell this because this is work I'm doing for you.
Well, I'm telling you should sell it regardless. I'm saying regardless of me paying for it, you should use this as like your excuse, as your like jumping off point. Because what people do on there, I don't know if you've spent much time on itch, but what people do is they set like goals. They say like here's this bundle or whatever, and it's pay what you want. A lot of them are pay what you want, so a lot of them are like you can download it for free. I always try to do whatever their at least minimum is, but and then they have
on itch and on Bandcamp. Whenever somebody's like, "Hey, give me 99 cents for this," I'm like, "Absolutely."
Yeah, and then they have a goal of like, I want to make, I want to raise $5,000, selling this, and like, you could definitely. Oh, and I would say, and having really looked very thoroughly on itch, I can tell you that like there actually is no good. Of the kind of platformer that we're trying to make, there is no good city tile set platformer stuff.
Really?
There's none. There's like,
I find that shocking.
Of this type of specific style, and for this kind of platforming, there's maybe some more stuff that's like a little bit more like run and gun, or like But the pieces they're not like in the tile set vibe of this. They're all like, I don't even know what you would call it. It's like a different thing. They're like bigger pieces that you like can like put all together.
Okay.
So
I find that crazy because I love making city stuff actually.
Well, so I would say so it's like when we get to the city stuff that you're gonna make, that stuff should definitely go there because it would fill a total niche that like literally nobody has done. And actually, like all of the places that I know of to look, and maybe I don't know of them all, but like all of the places that I've looked, it's like there's a scarcity, there's a paucity. Is that the right use of that word? Of,
I'm thinking back to like high school.
The presence of something only in small or insufficient quantities. There is a paucity of city-based, tile-based platforming stuff. So.
Okay.
I think that's a real. Now, one thing that's striking me about this cave thing is like, man, as soon as I see a minecart, immediately I'm like, I want to ride the minecart. You know, I'm like, shit. Well, you know, like you know, it's like, oh god, no.
So we could make it an object. The difficulty, I think, with making this an object is going to be that it's offset.
Yeah. It's way
so
it's
low.
It's low.
What I wanted to make sure happened. So on all the tile sets that I've been making, I've been using this section for bridges.
Yep.
And the lower part has collision.
Yep.
The upper part does not.
Yep.
And so that's what I've done on the forest set and the desert set. Now doing on the cave set. So you can walk on these railings.
Yep.
You're not going to fall through.
Yep.
And then we've got, the railings kind of falling off here, so that doesn't have collision. You'll just, fall off the edge. But because you want these pieces to be together,
yep.
I didn't want to put some railing up here, and then you have to keep on jumping to align it. Plus the way our character walks, they're like a little bit low.
Yeah.
So which isn't a bad thing. I have to think about, his feet.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Down over the tile.
Right.
So we get up that surface. So when we do that, I wanted to make sure that the railings were up here in the top of a tile as opposed to in the bottom of the next tile up.
No, it makes sense. But I'm not saying we need to do that. Yeah, I'm not saying we need to do that. I'm just saying, of course, like anytime I see a minecart, and maybe there's a way. It doesn't. The minecart is in two pieces, though. It looks like, right? It's in.
Yeah. So we got the bottom part with the wheels and the top part, and so then you can have one full of dirt and stone.
Oh, nice.
And just swap it out, and then also because I used this dark blue color on the ends, you can actually have a chain of carts where they're all touching, and then change up what's in them.
Well, I bet. Yeah, go ahead.
What I was thinking is we already have the crate that you can push
around.
Yeah. But it stops as soon as you stop pushing it.
Yeah.
So if you can make the same sort of object and have it just keep rolling.
Yep.
Preserve some momentum, you could ride it.
Yep.
And I would say maybe don't even worry about having a rails system.
Yeah.
Just have it
sort of do that, right?
Preserve the momentum.
Yeah.
Then you can jump on it. We could maybe make some pushers, like in Minecraft. They've got the accelerators. I don't remember what they're called. Or powered minecarts, I guess is what it is in Minecraft. The powered rails, something like that. So maybe have some things that will bounce it back and forth, and then you can have a machine that's just launching these things in a cycle.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You can ride the crate. I've done it before.
Okay. Yes. Right.
I'm trying to think. Can I do it up on here?
Real quick, Play Game for Fun is asking. Daily limit was decreased to 2 rooms, and I have an answer for that.
Oh yes, it's a cool answer though.
So, it has to do with the new progression system. So, the idea is that the more I forget exactly what the vectors are that affect the daily room creation, but the more building you do, and the more you increase your builder level, which is like a new thing that we're introducing, the more rooms you can claim over time. And I think it goes from like 1 up to 9 or something like that is like the max number of rooms eventually. Um, so can we look at Play Game for Fun's thing and see like what it says that on theirs? Because it should be it should be backfilled. He's like down in the bottom somewhere.
Yep, I got it.
Yeah. It should.
So we go to his progress.
It should be backfilled, and so there should be something in the progress that says.
Yeah. He's got 257 builder XP.
Yeah. So
do you want me to just explain like what?
Yes. Go through your explanation of what the.
Okay. So we wanted to make some sort of progression system that rewards 3 different types of users that we've defined as players, builders, and curators. And so you've got your builder XP, your curator XP, and I think we have player XP. Oh wait, I already said curator XP. My brain was saying curator last, and not enough caffeine yet.
Player, builder, curator, yeah.
Yes, yeah. So we've got those 3 lanes as they're defined here right now. And we have a system of trust, which means that as builders and curators are recognized by players and by other builders and curators by good user interactions, they are rewarded with more trust in the system and more XP to unlock more features. And because people can claim for free, we're thinking that when you first start, maybe we don't want brand new users, maybe we don't want a swarm of bots coming in and claiming all the spots. Maybe we want to have some milestones that they want to reach through the XP system, so that way gradually as players go, oh, this builder's making cool stuff, I'm gonna rate their thing 4 stars or 5 stars, and I'm gonna share this with more people. More users are playing it, more users are enjoying it, more users are rating it highly, and now you can claim more spaces. Now you can get larger sections in a single day, and we want lots of other features to unlock to give progression to builders, but then also curators for sharing. So whether they're like social media influencers, people just sharing the links to their friends, they can start having lists on their profile of, these are all the cool games that I've been playing. This is like the playlist of what I want you guys to see. So more people are engaging with their profile. And then players are going to have all sorts of badges for, what were some of the ones that we talked about? Not just high scores, but also like Kingslayer. Did you take the top spot in the top 10, knocking somebody else down? Oh, you got an XP boost for that. And you've gotten so much XP that you get special profile badges that are little badges that show next to your name as you're running around, or unlocking an avatar.
Yeah,
things like that.
Exactly. Like unlocking new items, new, avatars, all that kind of stuff put behind this kind of like, nascent right now, but it's there. We're working on it.
You've died a lot of times, 4,000 times. I don't, probably some of those levels where, some of those rooms where you spawn in and you die immediately.
Yeah.
I wonder what how many times have I died? Probably, only 3,000, so I exit pretty quickly when I encounter those. Let's see, what's my progress look like? 3,834 builder XP. I'm builder level 7.
Nice.
So that's cool. I like seeing those. It wasn't showing the levels a second ago, or does it not show it for other people?
I don't know. I think it does.
Was it showing the levels?
Let me see. I'm looking at someone else. No, yeah, it shows them.
Okay. Ferris, I 13K. Oh my goodness. One that I'm excited for that I don't is not in here yet, but I had this idea and I told it to Jonathan, and I'm the one that I'm excited for is a room run streak, like the
Yes.
furthest traveled streak. So I want to be able to start anywhere.
Yeah.
Start over here, and I want to be able to see how far I can get without exiting to the world map.
Yeah.
Not necessarily like I'm not worried about deaths.
Yeah.
Like deaths
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
I want to know that I got from here.
Yeah, and that's about like
zigzag
finding the routes, right? It's about like where can you start that gives you the most rooms, and you know, sometimes people are gonna lock their rooms, and it's like, well, you have to figure out how to not go, you know, how to not go there. Like, what is it?
Yeah.
And
navigate around.
And you have to navigate around. The other thing that I was thinking about was a Mario Maker style. Mario Maker has this mode called, I think it's called like 100 Marios or something like that, where you're given 100 lives, and it throws levels at you, and then it's an endless mode. You keep playing until you've you know, lost all your Marios.
Gauntlet mode.
So we could have a thing like that where it's like, you know, 100 deaths or something, or some number of deaths, and where we take a bunch of the highest rated rooms and keep throwing them at you, you know, an easy that range from like, you know, easy, medium, hard, etc. So there's so many ideas. You know, so the last thing I'll say, there's one other thing that I want to say before the last thing I want to say, but I don't remember what it was. But but the last thing I'll say is, like, you know, I've been like racking my brain and seeing and like trying to figure out how to get more people playing, especially more people building, and more people building sort of like really high quality levels. And I don't know how to do that. So that's just something that's on my back burner. That's like, I've like emailed so many people that I know who like video games. I've been doing these like YouTube shorts out of these streams. I've been, oh my God, there's a terrifying spider that is just like, it's on a web, it's on a thing, and it's like coming down onto my desk right in front of my face. This is insane. What are you doing? I'm going to kill you. I'm sorry. This is not okay. It was like, hello.
You're real small, so I couldn't see the spider, but
that is.
I had a great interaction my first like actual day of work at my new job.
Yeah.
And in the moment, like, I was immediately like, oh, that was a mistake. A wasp started flying around the office.
Oh shit.
And I'm not terrified of wasps, but I had like a bad experience when I was a kid getting stung on my eyelid. And so, I don't like messing with them.
Yeah.
But I'm like totally fine with bees. Like, I did like you're chill. I'm chill.
Yeah. We're good. Yeah.
Bees I can kill. But wasps are like, I think of them as like the terrorists of the insect kingdom. So, and they like kill bees and stuff, and like we need bees. So, it's flying around the office, and one of my coworkers, not like 30 minutes before that, was showing me her like wood burning and soap carving art and stuff that she does as like crafts, and it's all like, it's got like the namaste and om and stuff.
Yeah.
And very like Hindu and Buddhist and
oh no, yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
And so my first response was, does this window open? Can we let out the wasp?
Right.
And the other guy who's there was like, no, there's a screen all the way up. And it landed on the glass, and I said, oh, well, I could just squish it. And she turned and went, that's messed up. She freaked out. And I'm like, I'm joking. I wouldn't squish it. Like, you know, we can put a cup over it. Like, we'll let it free. Like, I'm sorry. And then hopefully she never sees it. She'll probably never see this.
Oh no.
I turned to the other guy, and I was like, I know I said I was joking, but I would kill a wasp.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh
I
no.
don't care about wasps at
Yeah,
all. Like,
yeah, totally. I mean,
I will free a ladybug. I will free a grasshopper. I'm like I vibe with the ones that don't want to kill me. Um,
yeah. I'm quite allergic to things that sting me, so
oh yeah,
I'm pretty. It's like me or them at a certain point. And also, I
right.
do feel bad for killing a spider sometimes because they are also very good for the thing. But like, I don't know, that was just like
We
too
had a pet
freaky.
spider.
Did you? Oh,
We
nice.
had a not officially over our sink.
Oh
We
wow.
got a cabinet over our
Oh
sink,
wow.
and it
Okay.
built a web, and it was catching all the fruit flies that'll come off bananas and stuff. And I'm
Nice.
like, you're
Yeah.
paying for rent. You can stay there as
Yeah.
long as you want.
Yeah.
It was up there for at least a month or two.
Oh,
I'm
amazing.
like, you do your job. You get rid of those flies. I'm happy to have you. Just don't land on me while I'm washing the dishes.
That's fantastic. Um. All right. So
That
I.
was a little detour.
Yeah. It was a
The things
little insect detour. Um. All right. Well, I'm gonna get to work here. Trying to debug some of
you had
this.
two things that you wanted to talk about
I
before
don't
ending the
remember.
stream,
I
and
don't remember. I mean,
the spiders.
yeah. No, I don't remember what they were. I mean, the main thing is just like brainstorming ways to get sort of brainstorming ways to get like hot like people who really enjoy building high quality levels sort of come and sort of you know, especially initially, it's like I think catering to that crowd is
Mm,
probably the thing that I feel like should be done because if if the game is full of like really fun levels to play, uh, that that
it
does
will
all
stick
the
around.
work. That does all the work
Yeah.
of anything. I love the
Well,
levels
I
you
did.
make. I love the levels Ferris makes, and I'm like, where did Big Baby go? Big Baby left. I hope Big Baby comes back someday. Um,
Well, and you've been making cool stuff too. Like I love the silhouette of these, like
yeah.
because you can see clearly when the map is zoomed out,
Yep.
and it's like it reminds me of those those pointy Catholic hoods, the
Yeah.
real
Oh,
creepy
yes. Yes.
ones that
Yeah. Totally.
certain unsavory American organizations kind of co-opted,
Uh huh.
but
Uh huh.
you
Yeah.
build. But because it's that dark color, it looks like this looks so ominous.
It
I
does.
love
It
it.
looks cool,
And
right?
then
Yeah.
the red background on the pyramid.
Yeah.
I keep on going back to this. Can you get in this little?
No.
It
No.
looks like you
I
can.
know. I know. I know.
Um,
I just put it there just for fun. But maybe you should be
I
able
just
to. Maybe like I could make.
I feel like you should have a hidden entrance
Yeah, for sure.
in the middle here.
Yeah, that's fun.
That you jump up from like this tree or something,
Yeah,
and maybe you can't see any of it from the surface, and you're just in the background here.
yeah,
But I love this stuff. I
yeah.
think you're making cool levels too.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
Um, you might have noticed an influx of people on the Discord.
yeah.
Um, they all came from my QA company's Discord because I
Oh,
shared
nice.
the link there.
Oh,
So
cool.
those are actually mostly builders from the sandbox.
Yeah,
I think at least like four of them or so were all people that I've seen entering game jams and stuff.
yeah,
I do think that we should do some game jams, maybe not yet,
yeah, yeah. Totally.
but have some sort of event, maybe in a month or two, once some things are a little more
Yeah,
like, set.
yeah.
Um,
I think a lot of it is that I think like it's not super polished right now, right? It's like
mhm.
it works and it's fun and it's great and it's like we need like a 10 to 20% more polish before I feel like people are gonna arrive at it and be like and instantly be sort of sucked in the way that we want them to be.
Yeah.
And I think also too in that frame there may be some kind of onboarding that we need to do. I've been thinking about that too. Like I remember you had talked at one point about like a build, play, explore kind of trifecta.
Yeah, like 3 buttons when you first join.
And maybe some kind of explanation if people want it of like how to and what to and all this other stuff. But it does seem like most people are able to come and experience it and get it pretty much.
Hmm.
But I feel like there's probably maybe other people who are coming and are too overwhelmed and too confused. And maybe I only hear from the people who come and be like, "Holy shit, that was awesome! Like, I really get what you're doing." And maybe there are other people who I'm sharing with who are going and be like, what am I looking at? What am I supposed to do? I'm confused. So,
and we there might already be like something for this on like the analytics in the back end, but if we could see how many people arrive and how long they look at it before jumping.
Oh yeah, I bet you my web analytics do say that somewhere. That's a good point.
So maybe we can, as changes are made, we can start to look at I think they call it stickiness,
right?
When people like stick around. So see, what changes are making more people
stay for longer. Yeah.
But I think I would also like to. I want to totally revamp the tower here and make it basically a tutorial on gameplay.
Oh, fun.
But I think I would want maybe text signs.
Yes.
Before that.
Yes.
So that way I can explain things as to like, you can jump on the wall here, or whatever the tutorial becomes. But I think like 3 spaces.
I think that's right.
Plenty to explain
I think
all
that's
the mechanics of movement.
I think that's totally right. I wonder. That's something I could do today. Even is get the text stuff set up. What do you imagine? Is that like a Mario World hitting a box and the box gives you text, or is it you walk up to a little item and some text appears? Is it?
Yeah, I'm thinking more like speech bubbles, like it doesn't have to literally have a bubble, but as you walk in front of the sign, it should just kind of appear.
Do we want to use?
It probably would need an opaque background because we never know what's going to be behind.
Oh yeah.
That.
Oh, good point. Do we want to use one of the signs? Oh, the sign already exists, so do we want to use that sign?
The sign exists. Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So when you place it, just kind of like when you put the trigger down.
Yep. It brings up a modal that lets you. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Got it. That makes sense.
And people could leave it blank if they want to put signs and not put anything there. That's fine.
Yeah.
And then there should probably be a character limit to just make sure people
it's
don't.
It's not like yeah.
Nobody can read.
Okay. Oh, I like that idea. I like that idea a lot as like a tutorial goes. And like, what do you think about just like a very short modal when someone first comes? I guess this is sort of like what you're saying. We could test something like this and see if it makes it more sticky, based on some kind of baseline.
The build play.
Something that pops up on their first thing and it just says like, it gives the pitch of like, this is like Mario Maker and our space. Claim a room to start building, or just jump right in and try to complete a challenge in a room, and maybe we link them directly to either the tower or a room that they can immediately start playing and having fun or whatever. Yeah, I think that might be worth it.
I think we could start them in the Hello World if you want to start the tutorial there, or Hello World could just be space to jump around in, and if they click tutorial, they could go to like the first floor of the tower. They work their way up, and then the last one prompts them to start editing it.
Oh,
and becomes like, please leave your mark on the top of the tower.
On this top of the tower, yeah. That's fun. That's really fun. I was just thinking that maybe we move the tower into 0-0.
Do you own the spaces above?
I don't. Someone called Cryptologist, I think is the only thing they made. And they came way back in the beginning. And then my agent actually owns the third one, the top one, top. So that's fine. So if I could figure out who Cryptologist is, maybe we could but anyway, that's one thought, is like, because then that sort of solves that problem of being like, I like your idea a lot of the tower being the thing. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know that we have to force people into the tutorial if they just jump into 0, 0 the first time.
yeah,
But
it's
if
true.
we have a splash screen that explains,
Yeah.
I've actually been thinking about. I want to do like a drawn version of the logo, like in pixel art, but
Yeah.
like artistically.
Yeah.
Like what's Spelunky kind of has like its logo
Okay.
in like text. So do like WAMP in text.
Yeah.
And make it all like 3D and but pixel art still.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
an
Oh, I like that.
illustrated logo. And as a splash screen, and then have the this is Super Meat Boy gameplay meets Mario Maker
Yeah.
editing with r/place community,
Yeah.
and then you jump in now or start the tutorial, and then that determines if you go to 0, 0 or 0, 1.
Yeah.
Or 1, 1, 0. I got it backwards.
1, 0. Right.
There was a question about resetting the leaderboard. Is it on the list option to clear all just for owner? I assuming Play Game for Fun, you're talking about the leaderboard. So there is when you edit the room and you go down here to history, you can actually set which version uses the leaderboard. And I believe if you set a new one, it's a blank one, right?
I believe that's right. Yeah.
So you can see that I've edited this room a whole bunch of times. It's on version 44. And Jonathan's made some changes. Play Fun people have made some changes. I do think we need a little bit of a tutorial to explain, because I forget exactly what it's canonical versus use leaderboard means.
So mark canonical means this is the version of this level that is the definitive version. This is the version. And then use this leaderboard means this was the leaderboard that has the most accurate representation of the people using this level. All of this is a little bit of a hack because of the sort of nature of everyone being able to edit everything, which I really don't want to lose, because it's part of what really I think makes the whole thing kind of interesting and fun.
Yeah.
But there may be a better way to explain. Oh, you have another ad. Might be a better way to explain all that, or to surface it. But yeah, essentially in the leaderboard, in the history section, mark canonical just means this is the actual version of this level, and then use this leaderboard means because sometimes what'll happen is the version that you say is canonical doesn't have all of the runs on it. And so I wanted a way to be like, this is the version that's canonical, and then let's bring the leaderboard from the version that has all the runs into this version, and now that is what it is, basically. Anyway.
Okay, they clarified the question.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wait 30 seconds for the ad break to end.
Okay.
It actually didn't have anything to do with the leaderboard.
Oh, great. Okay.
But I do think that.
Oh, they're trying to clean up.
Which is an easy answer
from graffiti. Oh yeah.
That's an easy one.
Yes, that's a much easier one. Yeah.
So let me go out to one that's not got a bunch of stuff on it. That's easy to change. So let's go. This one's got nothing on it. Nothing. All right, welcome back, everybody. So Play Game for Fun. I saw the clarification to your question. So there's two different ways that you can easily clear up what you're editing. So if you wanted to reset it, just to be nothing, if you made a bunch of changes and you're like, I don't like any of this, clean slate, you go to the erase tool up here, and you can set brush size now. That's new.
Yeah.
I like that. So you can erase manually with bigger or smaller sections. You can also clear the layer you're currently selected on. So we're on main solid layer. I can hit clear layer, and it erases all that stuff. Can I undo it? I can undo it too. There's also nuke terrain, which will get rid of all 3 layers of tiles. not objects, right?
Not
Objects are a
objects. Yeah,
separate
separate
thing.
issue. Yeah.
So you do have to manually go and erase the objects.
Although we
The
could add a
erase,
thing like that too. We could add a thing.
yeah. Does the erase tool work on objects for like size? I don't think so. I
Let's
think it just
find
does the
out.
one by one.
Let's find out. I don't know.
I don't see
Oh
the
yeah.
size control.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
it.
Unfortunately, it doesn't.
So,
Yeah. The best way to
so
do
if
that,
somebody's-
then, yeah.
if somebody spammed a bunch of stuff, and like really loaded up, like we saw one where they had put like thousands of objects stacked.
That should
and then
not be possible right
like
now,
right clicking to get rid of all of them. The easiest way to get rid of that is to go again to your version history, and then you can hit revert to whatever your previous edit is or the last one you were happy with if somebody else made changes. So you can yes, someone posted 1,000 coins and not every click removes the coin. So if not every click is removing the coin, it's because there's multiple coins stacked on top. You can actually see
how many coins.
If you look if you set the goal to collect target, it'll say right here there's 4 placed. So if you see that your screen is full of coins, it might say that you have like 5,000 objects placed, not because there's 5,000 squares, but because they literally just clicked a whole bunch of times. I now have 26 items placed, so I have to.
And that should not be possible. I've been trying to fix that for ages to make it so you shouldn't be able to do that anymore. It just is not.
We're trying to make it so you can only have 1 object per square per layer. So you could potentially have like spikes go behind a coin or something, but on a different layer. But it should be 1 object.
But that
per
being
layer.
said, if you go to history and then you go to revert to whatever your previous version, like I'm looking at a -4.5 of your rooms play game for fun. I can see there's a ton of coins here, and I actually, as the admin, I have an admin restore, so I can see that like someone on this is a little confusing because your name is Play Game for Fun, and the cheaters are all on this app called Play Fun. So what I can do for you, actually, if you're watching this right now, and you can do this too, if you have access to a version of this, if you go to history, you can. I'm going to restore the last version that you made, which is on March 26, 2026. So I'm going to do admin restore, and then there you're now if you refresh your page, your level should now be clear.
I didn't even have to refresh.
Your level should now be clear of bullshit. But again, for any room you own, you can do that. And I only have the admin restore because what's happened is that rooms have gotten defaced, and I'm like, I don't think the person who originally made this room is coming back anytime soon, and I don't want the room to be all fucked up, and so I will manually go in and restore it to its previous glory. I've given myself that power.
There was one that I modified to like be an okay version. I think it was this one. Was it this one? Oh, somebody. Maybe it was a different one. This one.
Oh yeah.
Somebody made this one, and I was like, you know what? This is actually kind of fun.
It could be okay. Yeah.
They had put diamonds all in the the rocks.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't like that, so I cleaned it up.
Yeah.
And I made it look a little nicer. And your goal is to collect all 1,073 items.
Yeah.
In, I think I said it for 90 seconds.
Yeah.
And it's doable. So I had a little fun with it. And that's why I immediately when I saw Jonathan made this, I was like, this is cool. Let me talk to you about this. Let me help with this because this is what I saw as for those of you who watched me on the sandbox, like helping with people's games. Now I can just go and edit people's games, and not because I want to control everybody else's thing, but because sometimes they make this thing and then they abandon it.
Or like, oh, I have an idea of how to make this better. Let me make this better. Or like, the opposite side of that is, oh, I have an idea. I want to put graffiti on this thing. That's not great, but that's why we have all these tools to revert and things. And so I think, I love that. And I was playing that level. I think that's really great.
asked a question about when we revert to version 1 instead of having version 3, same as version 1. Why doesn't it just erase any trace of version 2? And I think part of that is the way people are used to version history things working. If you've ever used something like GitHub,
Oh, that's a good point.
that those sorts of changes are recorded as a log, so people know what changes were made. But you might accidentally revert to something that you didn't want to. So if you reverted 3 to 1, maybe you meant to revert it to 2, and if 2 went away because you reverted to 1, and then you went, oh no, I spent like an hour making version 2, and now I got to do it all over again. That you can revert to as many versions in the history as you want, as many times as you want,
and I think that
you never lose it.
I think that ultimately it's just a UI problem. I think ultimately like the confusion of that and how it's so kind of like chaotic is a UI problem, information density, and that over time we can find a better way to make that readable and understandable. It's interesting to me that both of you had questions about that, and that tells me that we've done a very poor job of surfacing that and making it clear like what that is. So that's definitely another thing for the list. And with that, I think we should call it a day.
All right.
I'll see you in WAMP. Keep calm. WAMP on. Do you have a sign off that you do on when you go off your streams?
So oftentimes I raid people who are already live. So it's
nice.
Like, hey, go have fun with this person. I'll see you next time.
Oh, that's cool. But, I like that.
I guess we should have. Actually, I need to keep streaming for a few minutes because I told my beautiful people that,
that's right.
that we were going to do a main.
You got to do your thing,
I got to do a drawing for Wizzy avatars. So stick around for a minute with that. I'm gonna manually do an ad break so that way I have time to gather my thoughts. And in case you had anything you wanted to talk to me about after the ad. So I will be right back, everybody. You can bump to some music in the meantime. 1 second. Actually, Jonathan, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear me. Do you have anything you want to talk to me about after the stream here?
I think I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, we're good. So we're good.